Hey everybody, it's Gypsy from Smallwood Homestead. I haven't really done a lot of me talking to the camera type videos. Usually I show you around of what projects I'm doing. But today, I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted. Some things that are going on in my life that you may or may not know about, because I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. But just a heads up or information, whatever. One, first thing, 11 days ago, my second grandson was born. And he was born with a condition which is very rare, and it's called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And that basically means that the entire left side of his heart does not exist. A week ago, yesterday, he went through his first open heart surgery, the first of many. He'll have lots of them. But the good thing is he came through great. He looks healthy. The doctors are all amazed. They have said that if you didn't know he had such a severe heart condition, you would think he was a perfectly normal, healthy little boy. For those of you that have sent thoughts and prayers for my grandson and my daughter and my son-in-law and their older son as well, they have a 2.5-year-old son as well, I thank you immensely. Prayer means so much to me. My faith is kind of an unusual faith. I don't like to talk about it a lot because there are people who get upset or offended by my faith, and I also believe that faith is a personal choice. It's a personal decision, and it's not for me to tell anybody how to believe, and it's not for anybody to tell me how to believe. But that being said, I do believe in the power of prayer. I do believe in the power of good thoughts and good energy. And just anything sent out in love is well received in love. So thank you very much for that. My daughter thanks you, and my son-in-law thanks you. So I've had that. You know, that's a little stressful, worrying about such a tiny life, having to go through such traumatic events. Yesterday, I literally spent all day visiting him in the hospital. He's 2.5 hours away from me, so it was a 2.5-hour drive there. And then I spent about 6 or 7 hours there at the hospital with both of my grandsons, the newborn and my 2.5-year-old grandson. And then it was another 2.5-hour drive home. It's very tiring. I have a few health conditions myself. I have fibromyalgia. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3, which is the hypermobile type. It's also a rare condition, and it affects the connective tissues of the body. So ligaments, muscles, veins, all of that, vessels. There's no cure. I have been told eventually I will end up in a wheelchair. I won't be able to walk. I won't be able to hold my head up anymore. I'm fighting it as hard as I possibly can, but when days like yesterday happen where I'm on my feet almost all day and then I'm sitting in a cramped car for hours on end, it can take its toll. So I'm tired. I'm tired today. I'm very tired today. I'm in good spirits. I'm just physically exhausted. That's the second thing. Third thing about me, as some of you know, I have been separated from my husband since September of last year, September 6th of last year. This was not my decision. This was his decision. He came to me on June 28th, 2017, and informed me that he hadn't loved me for the last 15 years of our 18-year marriage. Or then 17-year marriage. It's been 18 now. I asked him what he wanted. He said he would like me to leave. And so I came back to my property in the Little Woods that I have owned since my parents died in 2012. And I came back here because I had the place to go, which I'm glad I had the place to go to. I am not divorced. I have filed no paperwork and have no intention of doing so. This was not my decision. This was not my choice. If I had my way, we would work it out. We'd go to therapy. We'd learn to communicate better with one another, and we would work it out. His choice is different. So if he chooses to file paperwork, then we'll go from there. As a result of that, I'm a firm believer, for me, this is for me, I'm not laying out a judgment on anybody else, this is for me. For me, I am married until I'm not. So I am married, I don't date, I don't go out, I stay at home, I behave like a faithful and dutiful wife. So that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing, I live alone, so I have to work this property myself as best as I can. And that is now becoming a little more difficult because before I could sometimes pay, people to come help me, to give me a hand. I could pay them money. Well, leading into the fifth thing, I lost my job. I was let go on Monday. I was not given a reason why. All I was told was it wasn't a good fit. I had been there almost 7 months. All of my evaluations and reviews were positive. There was nothing in any of them, and I got copies. I got copies of everything. There was nothing to even give an inkling that termination was a remote possibility. Nothing. Nothing at all. I have a little bit of money saved up. I can survive about 4 months, maybe more. I'm being very frugal. And I've always been fairly frugal, but now projects on the homestead that I was wanting to get done, they're not going to get done. They're going to have to go on the back burner because I don't have the money, and I have to make sure that I have enough money to feed myself, to pay my bills, to feed my cats. And to pay for, this goes into the sixth thing, I have been having problems with my heart. My doctor found an abnormal EKG because I'd been having chest pains, which I thought maybe, I was tired, I was having chest pains. I thought, well, maybe I'm just anemic, or maybe it's just allergies. And I have gone through a myriad of tests. The only thing that's come up is that I had an abnormal EKG. So she sent me for a stress echo. I had that done, and today I'll find out the results. So there's that. It's a lot going on. And I'm tired. I'm very tired. And the reason why I wanted to share all this is because it may be a little while before I put out another video. And I didn't want anybody, I don't know if you care. I don't know. But there's been some of you have been really nice and commenting on my videos. I'm just starting this out. I don't do this to make money, obviously. I don't make money from it. This is all for me, or for you, or whatever. But it may be a little while before I put out some more videos, because it's a lot going on. Yeah. I guess that's it. Not really sure where I was going with this. I'm looking for work. I did apply for unemployment. I keep trying to get my husband to come down. He actually lives 3 hours away. I've been trying to get him to come down or call me and actually have a conversation with me about what he's doing, if he's going to actually divorce me, if he wants to try and go to counseling or what. I don't know. But he hasn't. All he said is, okay, we need to have a conversation. Okay. But that's as far as it's gone. I'm going to visit my grandson that's in the hospital as much as I can, but, you know, gas is expensive, and I don't have a job. So, I'm doing okay, though. I have enough food. You know, I'm kind of a prepper, so I've got enough food, and I have water. You know, so that's not a problem. And my garden is starting to pick up, so you might be able to see it back there. I don't know if you can see it back behind me or not, but, you know, I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to freeze or burn or anything like that. I'll survive this. I've survived a lot worse. Trust me, I've survived a lot worse. But yeah, if you don't see any videos for a little bit, that's why. And if you've stayed with me this long, please, if you wouldn't mind, you know, subscribe to my channel. Like my videos. Go back and look at some of my other ones. Leave me comments. I do read every comment. I read every single one. I have a notification on my phone, and I read every single comment. So I do appreciate your comments. I ask that you be kind. You be nice, because I do reserve the right to remove any that I feel are not nice. You know, I'm in this as a peaceful, loving person. I don't like conflict. I don't like people who are rude to one another. We can respect one another. We can be different and have different opinions and still respect one another. And that's what I want you to do in the comments if you leave me a comment. If you do subscribe, be sure to click on the little bell icon so that you'll get notified when I do post videos. You know, usually I post 1 or 2 a week. I try to anyway. Like I said, I am probably going to take a little bit of time off. But, you know, like, subscribe, click the bell, share with your friends, leave me comments, say a prayer for my grandsons. And, yeah, I hope you're blessed. Namaste. Have a great day.